What up? It's the Grandpa MC coming at you with another video. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Alright, man. Now, this video gonna be about holding on when the feeling is gone. That's that old LTD song. For those that know. But this Chris Paul situation, like it's staying in my mind, man. And I ain't gonna go over the Chris Paul thing again, but a part of it I'm going to touch on that I didn't touch on before is the whole Chris Paul calling out the Clippers players, in particular Kawhi Leonard, and he was told that, you know, you could do that on the teams that you were on before, but not on these teams, this team. And the guy that delivered that message was Jeff Van Gundy. Then they got me to thinking. I'm like, Jeff Van Gundy, when he was commentating, all you heard about him was complain. Now they put the muzzle on him a little bit. You know, he had to adjust his commentary the last couple of years, but you know, Jeff Van Gundy been fired a couple of times. He's been, you know, I think he's been fired a few times now. And Jeff Van Gundy is just trying to hold on to his spot in this show. That's all it is. And he's not alone. It's a lot of players that's like that. You know, you got LeBron. You know, he comes quickly to mind. The guy that he was protecting, Kawhi Leonard. If you don't want to play, dog, just hang it up. Just hang it up, and I'm sure you'll be okay. I hope you'll be okay. You know, you had Odell Beckham talking about how, you know, 100 million. You know, you can blow that. Basically, that's you know, it's not a surprise that he's in the position he's in. That's from his own mouth. He said, you know, $100 doesn't go too far. That's whatever. So, you know, you got, and I'm saying it over and over again, but you got Steph Curry in Golden State. Now, Steph Curry won, what, 5 rings? He won 3, I think it's 4. He's won 4 rings, been in the league 10 plus years. Everybody knows him. Influenced the game for better, for worse, however you want to look at it. And why is he staying in? He has a wife, some kids, like, you know, like some guys that was in the game that held on a little bit too long, like Phillip Rivers, he held on a little bit, but I think he was trying to go for it one more time, trying to, you know, get that championship one more time. I mean, go after that championship one more time, but it just didn't work out for him. But he got like 10 plus, like 14 kids, I think. Him and Sean Alexander, they taking advantage of their retirement. They taking advantage of their retirement. But I mean, why would these guys want to stay in? I guess the adulation and the money and the, you know, special privileges are hard to kind of let go. But it's also caused another effect that has a bunch of guys like myself on YouTube talking about it. The guys that played and they retired and they talking on TV, a lot of them don't want to let it go. That's the reason why they're keeping their mouth closed. That's the reason why you don't hear them saying too much. You know, and man. And I like Paul Pierce a whole lot, man. I like Paul Pierce. I've liked Paul Pierce as a player, funny as a commentator, as far as like talking. And, you know, he came out a few weeks ago talking about how, I think not a few weeks ago, a few days ago, that Michael Jordan didn't have a big as big of a bag as Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, which is ludicrous. Now, I used to like Shai Gilgeous like that. I mean, you know, good player, but them antics, I can't get with. And that's all it seemed like. I hadn't looked at him. I hadn't looked at a Thunder game in a couple weeks, so maybe he's changed. But they on a big winning streak. I think they beat the Rockets last night. But yeah, man, this wanting to stay within the show, want to stay a part of the show, is causing a lot of these basketball players and coaches to keep their mouth shut, go with, you know, things that they, you know, that they wouldn't go with. Jeff Van Gundy, back when he was coaching, come on, man, he wouldn't have went for none of that. I ain't trying to say he Vince Lombardi or anything, but Jeff Van Gundy demanded accountability when he was a coach. But now, you know, he got to go with the status quo, which is make sure you don't hurt Kawhi's feelings. That's what it's gotten to, which is a shame. Like, cause, man, I like Kawhi Leonard too. Like, with Kawhi Leonard, now he's it's a joke. That whole little thing is a joke. I thought he was really gonna get into LA, shake some things up. I'm not disappointed. I'm just like, man, what could have been? On a wet and rainy day, folks in this town, sometimes they get a little squirrely. They lose sometimes they lose the ability to drive. That's what I'm dealing with here. So, but yeah, man, you know, just trying to hold on to stay with the show is gotten tiresome. It's taking a lot out of the game, football and basketball. I'm pretty sure baseball too. I used to watch baseball back in the day too. I stopped watching. It's been a minute now. But yeah, man. That's pretty much it, man. Grandpa out on this rainy day.